So today we're happy to announce the availability of an app we have been working on for quite a while, since the summer. It is an app that will basically connect you to your restaurants, meaning they will be able to receive orders from you through the app, update the status of the order, as in how much time they estimate the order will take before it's ready. They can say when it's ready, look up past orders, edit their menu, and some other things. So we will just go ahead and dive right in. The app is called YouMenu. We reused the name from an app we previously released a couple of years back. It does a ton that the old app did not do. It is currently available in the Android store, and in 2 weeks from now, the iOS version will be following. So to start out, your restaurants will need a login in order to use the app. So to create one, you would just go into Edit Menus, go into the restaurant profile, and then under VendorNet logins, you would click Manage and create a new login for them, a username and password. I will go ahead and launch the app on the phone. And the first thing, it'll show this splash page. The first thing they'll do is ask them for their username and password. I will go ahead and enter it, and that will put them into, I guess you would call it, the home screen for the restaurant. It'll pull in their logo, and it'll say no current orders from your delivery service name. So let's go ahead and see what happens when an order comes in. So as soon as you place the order, or when the order enters the dispatch, that will push a notification to the restaurant's device. It'll make a little ding, a vibrate, and a jingle, and it'll continue to jingle, I think, every like 15 or 20 seconds until they've confirmed that they've received it. To confirm they've received it, all they need to do is touch the order number, which will expand the order, which they'll be able to see, or they can also touch the slider, which gives an estimate on how many minutes they think the order will take before your driver can pick it up. So you'll see down here that first of all, the check mark that's usually there it disappears, meaning that the order, indicating to you that the order was confirmed by the restaurant, and there will be this, I guess, a pie chart, or it's a indicator of the amount of time left before the order is ready. So in this case, the restaurant tapped 20 minutes. They estimate that the order will be ready in 20 minutes. Here you can see the circle represents an hour, and there's a 20-minute chunk out of the amount of, indicating how much time until the order is ready. And on the restaurant's app, this will count down in real time. It'll probably go down to 19 any second now. And the same way, this indicator in the dispatch, you'll be able to see it count down until it's solid black, indicating that the order is probably ready. When the order is actually ready, the restaurant can then tap this checkbox, and that will, in the dispatch, put an exclamation mark there, letting you know that the restaurant has indicated the order is absolutely ready. Come get it. I think that we're going to change this from an exclamation point to a number, indicating the number of minutes since the restaurant said it was ready, so you can kind of gauge how long food's been actually sitting there. And that is the home screen. As soon as the driver, he hits accepted at restaurant, as soon as the driver updates the status, or you or anybody updates the status to en route, at that point, the order will disappear from the current orders on the restaurant's home screen, because it's no longer there. The driver's on his way to the customer, and that food's no longer there. There will be this today button that the restaurant can tap and see all of the orders that they've received on this particular day. Click on it, see the order. Our designer did some great work making the orders look appealing. got this torn ticket look. I mean, the idea is that, this could be a replacement for paper at the front. So the app has a search feature, which they can enter a start and an end date, whatever they want, and go ahead and search, and they'll be able to see all the previous orders that they've done. There is the menu feature, which allows them to do a lot more than they used to be able to. They can left swipe left swipe an item and click edit, and these are the categories. They can change the name and description of it. They can add a new category if they want. If they click on the category, that'll drill down to the items that are underneath it, and they can add a new item. They can also left swipe one of those items and change the price, description, alternate text of it, and they can also click the camera to take a picture of a particular item, and it'll upload it. This won't work because my phone's on the table right now, but that will let them take pictures of their items and easily upload them. So let's see. Last, we have the settings tab. So we tried to make the app flexible in the way that it behaves, depending on how a restaurant might want to use it and what they might want to use it for. So we have some presets and a couple of different options for them to choose from. Single device or multiple device, which means, if they have just one device with the app there, in their restaurant, or they can have multiple. For example, they could have one up at the desk and one back in the kitchen. By default, the profile that's selected is receive and confirm, which makes it so that when an order comes in, it assumes that the restaurant is actually looking at that order on the app. So the order comes in, it's going to tap, prompt them to tap the order. When they look at it, it'll expand, and depending on what they see there, they say, okay, this order is going to take 25 minutes to make, and then they just tap the 25, and it gets set, and the order collapses itself. The second profile is, let's see, confirm only, and that would be if the restaurant is receiving orders via fax, for example. They don't really need to look at the order in the app. They've already got it, but you want to get a confirmation that they've received it. So it's not going to prompt them to look at the order. It'll just say, give us an estimate. And then they tap that, and then that gets updated, both confirmed and updated in your dispatch. Let's see, the third profile is multiple device. So under multi-device, you would say this device is the one that's at the front desk. And if that's the case, the order will come in. It'll prompt them to tap it. And I've got, let's see, I've got another device here that, for example, would be in the kitchen. And when the order comes in, they'll both get notifications, both at the front desk and the kitchen. And the front desk would tap to confirm that they've received it, but the kitchen is still it's not going to know. It's still waiting for the person in the kitchen to confirm that they've received it. So once the kitchen confirms that they've received it, there will be a little fork shown to the front desk so that they know that the folks in the kitchen have received it. So either one, the kitchen or the desk, can update the estimated time, and it'll be reflected from one to the next. So say this is the device that's in the kitchen, they'll say that's going to take 25 minutes. That'll get pushed to the device that's at the front desk. Either one can set it. The slider, you can, by default, when you first touch the slider, it'll go to the nearest 5-minute increment, but you can just touch the slider. They can touch the slider and fine tune it. I mean, say that they think it's 33 minutes instead of 35. So when the kitchen is ready, when they have it ready, they'll tap the ready button. That will get pushed up to the front desk, and the front desk will start jingling so that they know that there is food waiting for them to go back into the kitchen and bring it up front. And if they want to stop that jingling, they just tap it again for a double confirmation, and you will see that in the dispatch that the order is up there and ready for the driver to pick up. So finally, there is an advanced settings tab that essentially lets you fine tune the things that the presets would configure. For example, you can turn off the alert sounds or make it so that the order expands when you touch the estimated time slider, things like that. Normally, you wouldn't need to use that. The preset should be good enough. So that is the new YouMenu app. Definitely let your restaurants know that it's there. YouMenu should be easy to remember. If you want us to make a branded app, meaning it would be not named YouMenu, it would be named your delivery services restaurant app. We can do that. Obviously, we'd probably charge you something for that, but YouMenu we think should be good enough for your restaurants to remember and just easily search for in the App Store. So give it a shot.